la 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 Algebra.
Hello everyone to a new episode of Algebra. Today we're going to do more word problems, but this time word problems that involve fractions. This, by the way, is the last video of the algebra sequence about equations. We're still going to do some videos about other topics that are algebraic, such as prime numbers, which is my favorite. And we also have a video coming up of an interview with another mathematician. That's a secret. Don't spill the beans, kids. Yeah, and then we're going to start, like in a week or 2 weeks or so, we're going to start rolling out videos on geometry, which we're also very excited about. My kids are here. Hi, Julia.
Hi.
And my other kid is here. Natalie, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Okay. So let's get started with the problem. So here is a problem about a nice cake. Julia, can you read the problem?
Natalie got a cake for her birthday. Julia ate 1/4 of the cake. Daddy ate 1/6 of the cake. And Mommy ate twice as much as Daddy did. Natalie ate the rest. Who ate more cake, Julia or Natalie?
Who ate more cake, Julia or Natalie? Was there a fight? We will see.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can you make me the cake? That looks really good. That actually.
Oh,
wait,
you wanna?
I wanna make a cake with Mom just like that.
I don't know how to bake at all, so that's on you and Mommy.
Hey, you know how to bake?
Okay.
You bake dinner last night or something.
Well, I can cook dinner. I can't bake a cake. All right, let's get back to the problem, okay? Okay, Natalie. Oh, by the way, before we start, you at home, please pause the video, try the problem, think about the problem, try to solve the problem, work on it before you watch us do it, okay? So Natalie has been working hard on it, and she has a solution for me. So Natalie, tell me, what did you do to solve the problem?
First, I made a circle, being the cake.
Okay, so this is a view of the cake from above.
Without the candles or color.
Yeah. And then?
Then I cut it into 12ths. I can't say it when
You cut it into 12 pieces. Can you tell me more about that? Why 12 pieces?
Because the parts that we do know that are eaten already, 1/4 and then 1/6.
Okay, very good. So we have to be able to talk about fourths. We have to be able to talk about sixths. So you divided it up into a number that can be divided in 4 equal parts and 6 equal parts, which is 12. Can you tell me how is 12 divided in 4 parts?
By 3.
So
it's 3 plus 3 plus
3 plus 3 plus 3 is 4 equal parts that add up to 12. So
yeah.
it is divisible by 4. Great. And how about in 6 parts?
2.
2's. Plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 and plus 2. So I can divide 12 in 6 equal parts. Great. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to divide my cake in 12 parts. Let me see. I have to divide now. Like this, that would be in 4 parts, and then if I divide each one in 3's, then I'm going to get 12 parts, right? Okay, and then what do you do next?
Then after that, I got the rest of the numbers.
Okay, so Julia ate 1/4 of the cake, so how much did Julia eat in 12ths? So this is Julia.
I really don't know where I got this from. All I remember is that I learned it at some time, is that since 4 takes 3 times, 4 plus 4 plus 4, to make 12, it would be 3, but as my dad kept saying, since 4 times 3 equals 12 over here, you'd also multiply by 3 the top.
Very good. So that's something we learned in previous videos, that to make an equivalent fraction, I can multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number to get a similar fraction that is equivalent. So Julia ate a fourth, or also called 3/12. So I'm going to mark what Julia ate here. So Julia ate all of this. Okay, so all of this is what Julia ate. Very good. Now, how much did Daddy eat? So Daddy ate, according to the problem, 1/6, right?
Yep.
How much is that in twelfths?
In twelfths, since here we did times 2, 6 times 2 equals 12.
Yeah.
Once again, you also multiply the top by 2.
By 2. So I ate 2/12. Okay, so that is somewhere like here. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, that must be delicious.
That is what I ate. Dad.
And then
How about Mommy?
And then since Mom ate double the amount you did, and you ate 2/12, she ate 4/12.
So Mommy ate doubled my amount, so that would be 2/6. And in twelfths, that is 4/12. So Mommy ate a ton of cake.
Yeah.
So
she would never eat that much in life. She would never do that.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. So all of this, including these pieces here, that's what Mom ate. So you figured out of that this is what you ate, right?
Yeah, I ate 3 pieces.
Let me do maybe this highlighter. So this is what
that's my favorite color,
Natalie
you know?
ate. Yeah, it's a very nice color.
Yeah, I love that color.
So this is Natalie's piece. So how much did you eat then?
I ate the same amount of Julia, 3/12 or 1/4. So one of us didn't eat more than the other. We both ate the same amount.
So you ate 3/12, which is also a fourth, which is the same that Julia. So the answer is same.
Next time we do that, can I have more cake?
It should be fair. Both eat the same. Okay, but let's solve the problem again. Let's solve the problem again, Natalie. Now using algebra.
Algebra.
Okay, the all-powerful algebra will give me a solution.
Is it an empire? Is it an empire?
What?
Is algebra an empire?
No, it's not the Galactic Empire. It's just algebra.
When you say algebra, like a... Sorry.
What? Oh, okay.
When you say... Yeah.
Let's solve the problem. Okay. Otherwise, this is going to take forever. Okay, so using algebra, what I'm going to do is going to divide the cake, and what we don't know is how much Natalie ate, so I'm going to call this X, okay, what Natalie ate, and then I'm going to add what Julia ate, which is a fourth, and what Daddy ate, which is a sixth, and then what Mommy ate, which is double what Daddy did, which is 2/6. And all of that equals what, Natalie?
All of that equals 1.
1, which is 1 cake, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can simplify this number or this equation by adding the fractions together. Okay, so how much is a sixth plus 2/6?
1/6 plus 2/6 is 3/6.
So that's going to be 3/6. So this simplifies to just being 3/6, and then I have the part that Julia ate and the part that Natalie ate, which you don't know yet, and that equals 1. Okay, I can try to add these two fractions we learned in previous videos, or I can try to simplify this fraction first. Do you know what 3/6 is?
I'm pretty sure that is equal to 1/2.
1/2, because 3 is half of 6. This is 1/2. Okay, so here we have a fourth, and X equals 1. All right, so how about a fourth and a half? Should we simplify that farther? How can I add a fourth and a half into one single number? Maybe I can write here. How much is a fourth and a half? Can I write a half as fourths?
You could as 2/4.
Yes. So that is in fourths, and then this is 3/4. Awesome, because then this is x plus 3/4 equals 1. All right. And then what we can do, we have an equation, I have a number here, I want to leave the x alone on this side, so I'm going to move this to the other side. Natalie, what can I do? If I move the plus 3/4 here, can I move it to the other side of the equation?
Yep, but you'd have to move it over as minus 3/4.
Yeah, so this is going to be 1 minus 3/4. And how much is 1 minus 3/4? I guess 1 is 4/4. Right? So they can talk the same language, fourths, and then how much is 4/4 minus 3/4?
1/4.
1/4. Awesome. Here is the solution. X is 1/4, so that means that because X was what Natalie ate, that Natalie ate a fourth, which is the same that Julia ate, so they ate the same amount, fair and square. You see how algebra helped us find the solution?
Yep.
Very good. Okay, let's try to solve another problem. Julia, would you like to read this one?
Yeah. Alfred is getting 6 pizzas for his birthday.
6? It's four pizzas.
Why is this included to birthdays? All of them, because the other one was cake.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat a lot for my birthday. Okay.
Yeah.
Alfred is getting 4 pizzas for his birthday. There will be 10 adults and 20 kids coming to the party. An adult eats twice as much as a kid. In how many slices should we cut the pizza so it is fair?
Okay, so we have 4 pizzas, 10 adults, 20 kids. Adults eat twice as much. How should we divide these pizzas so we can split them in a fair way? Okay, Natalie, you also solved this one. Everyone at home, pause and solve it. Okay, Natalie.
Okay. First, once again, I made a circle as pizza.
Okay, let me maybe start with a pizza. Okay, so we have a pizza.
Okay, and I thought...
Rainbow pizza, yeah.
Yeah, and since there's only 10 adults...
Okay, there are 10 adults.
But they eat double the amount of kids.
Uh-huh.
Let's just make the kids eat 1 slice, okay?
Okay,
everyone eat 1 slice.
So kids, there are 20 kids. They're going to eat 1 slice. We don't know how big the slices are yet, but they're going to eat 1 slice, and that gives them 20 slices.
Yep.
For the kids.
Slices.
Okay.
And the adults will be eating 2 slices because 1 times 2 equals 2.
2 slices because they eat double the amount of the kids. So whatever the slice size is, they're going to eat 2 of them. So we also have 20 slices. So this is for adults, and this is for kids. Okay.
Are you writing in cursive?
Kind of. It's hard to write with this pen.
Like half cursive.
So how many slices we need in total?
We will need 40 slices in total.
Okay. And how are you going to divide your pizza so you have 40 slices?
Well, there is 4 pizzas here.
Uh-huh.
And 4 can also be as 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So 4 times 10. And since we have 4 pizzas
10
here.
plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So if we divide each pizza into how many slices?
Tenths will have
Tenths.
10 slices on each, and that will equal 40.
So if I divide, let me see if I can do this like this. Whoa, oops. That's not equal, but
No.
you get the...
Okay, everyone, that is kind of equal.
That is definitely not fair, but let's just say this is 10 equal slices, then it's going to work out because we're going to have 40 slices, and so each one of those is a tenth of a pizza. So each adult is going to get, or each kid is going to get one of those slices. So each kid is going to be a tenth, each adult is going to get how many of those?
Each adult's going to get 2.
2 tenths. So in total, we are going to have 10 of those. So there's going to be 20 slices for the adults and 20 slices for the kids, and all in all is going to be the 40 slices that we got there. Awesome. Very good. So let's also solve it using algebra. Okay, so let's see if, I don't know what that is there. The algebra way. Okay, so the algebra way is going to be the following. We are going to divide one pizza in X parts. I don't know how many parts I need so far, okay? But if it's one of those, the kids are going to need 20 such slices. So I'm going to get 20 divided by X slices for the kids. Okay? And what about the adults? The adults are going to get 1X. Actually, they're going to get 2 of those. And there are 10 adults. So that's going to be 2 times 10 is how much?
20X.
That is 20. So it's 20 divided by X. Also, these are what represents the slices for the adults. Oops. Adults. Great. So then I have 20 divided by X plus 20 divided by X equals how much?
It equals 4.
4, which is 4 pizzas, right? Now I want to write this 4 as a fraction that is divided by X. So let me start by saying that 4 is 4 divided by 1. And then if I want to write this fraction as a fraction with X, what should be in the numerator of this fraction? If it's going to be also equals 4 equals 1 equals something divided by X.
4 times X.
4 times X, because like we did before, to go from here to here, I multiply by X. So I have to multiply by X up here also to get to 4 times X.
But doesn't that mean it's XX? XX?
That's why I wrote a dot, so it wouldn't be XX.
So it's just complete mystery?
Complete mystery. Yes. So,
okay, this equals, everyone, complete mystery.
Complete mystery. How much is 20 divided by X plus 20 divided by X?
40X.
40 divided by X, right? It's 20X plus 20X is 40X. Okay, so the equation that I got is 40 divided by X equals 4 times X divided by X. And, well, that if these two things are equal, then one way that can be equal is 4 times X equals 40. And we know how to solve that equation. That's an equation that has some multiplication in it. How do we solve that equation, Natalie? 4x equals 40?
I like to divide.
I can bring this 4 that is here multiplying. It can go to the other side dividing. And then what I would get is that this is 40 divided by 4. In other words, 4 times x equals 40 is the same as x is 40 divided by 4. How much is 40 divided by 4?
10.
10. And that's the solution. It tells me that I have to divide the pizza in 10 equal parts. So 10 slices per pizza is the solution to the problem. Great. Thank you, Natalie.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that is all for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you've learned a lot of algebra together with us, and keep an eye out for videos on geometry, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.